This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rates has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. It can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
You okay?
Oh my god. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Are you telling me I have, no, I'm not even going to, but they expect us to pay $700 to $700 to $800 for this? For this? This is it? Oh my god. You know, I'm all one for trying to stop corporate greed bit by bit, but folks, what the fuck, bro? I don't have the budget for this. I don't know what Sony expects people. Even if you have the budget to afford this, why would you buy it? This isn't even an improvement. And if y'all really think about this, just take a moment to think about this for a second. When the PS5 first came out, it was extremely hard to get one. Now, when you have a PS5, now you're sitting here looking at the... you gotta admit, you're just sitting here looking at this trailer, this introduction to the Pro, and it's just like, where the fuck have we evolved to? Where's the evolution? Are we just looking at frames now? I get it. See, so growing up, right? I'm old. Yeah, I'm old as fuck, right? Anyways, besides that, why would you... Back in the day, it used to be graphics, you know the fidelity a console can have, but it was also about the games, the fun, the love, the effort, the whole point we even started building video games in the first place, for entertainment, to show people that we're not just trying to take your wallets, we're trying to entertain you, we're trying to give you something fun, we're trying to create games with crazy good narratives and concepts and graphics and all these wonderful things that gamers love, not this expensive bullshit that's barely anything. And yeah, whatever. Obviously everybody knows that in order to play a good game or any kind of game, you need a proper hardware to run it on. But see, my issue with this Pro, is that the console looks different, but I bet you my ass cheek that nothing's different. No new HUD, no new settings changes. Like, it would be nice to come to this new design with like something more than just bare. What the fuck are these frames? What the fuck are these graphics? It's the same shit. It's just a little smoother. It's like if I turn the resolution up or the frame rate up on my damn laptop. This is not special. They should have tried way harder for something so goddamn expensive. And despite that, there's only one thing that Sony does that I actually genuinely care about. And it's really simple. And it's the games. Where are the games? Where are the good games? Where are the fun games? Where are the games that don't come from a community, from a whole community shitting on a company just because they're trying to have fun? And I mean this more in the sense that there was a simpler time when game companies would actually just enjoy this process, make a really amazing console, and take priority to the games. There were even companies at once upon a time where the devs would just sit down and actually have fun. And people who would make the consoles would have fun. Make them backwards compatible with previous consoles or some shit. Add value to it. More people will buy it if it has actual, like, function value. If it literally is just a remodel with no internal changes other than graphical, what's the point? There was a time when it was just, when they would expand more on it. This is nothing. And the worst part is, I feel like no one anymore in the gaming industry has that spark, that the whole point then, I feel like at the time, way back when gaming first just popped off, there was a dream behind it. There was wonder behind it. There was like, people were literally, it was a groundbreaking entertainment discovery. People were just like, wow, people love video games. And these consoles are working out. Let's improve on that. It's like a group of scientists coming up with a new discovery. They're actually having fun with it, so it can be more communal, more useful for the environment and the people, not building weapons of mass destruction or ways to manipulate people or harm people in any way, shape, or form. Now, for the gaming industry, it's just like Apple. It's bullshit. It's just expensive bullshit. This isn't fun. This is expensive. There's a difference between... And yes, fun can be expensive. But this is the wrong idea of that general concept. Yes, fun can be expensive, but what, it's like getting an iPhone. What's the point of spending all this money if you're just going to pay a fucking king's ransom for barely any updates, barely any improvement? Even if the updates come out, there's no improvement. This is literally horseshit. And I'm sorry I had to say this because I have a PS5 and and it's funny. It's even more hilarious because I own a portable. Yeah, I bought a PlayStation 5 portable. And you know what's ironic about this? The Vita was better than this, but this is an amazing concept, but the functions are ass. I literally did a little unboxing on my Instagram, link right here, but I kid you guys not, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I genuinely don't understand why they would do this. I'm not buying this. Low key, guys. When I mean something, I mean it, and I stay dedicated. Like I'm talking like any hero you've seen in history books, right? Think of Gandhi. I'm that dedicated. I am not buying this shit for the very fact that Sony thinks they can get away with making a quick buck off of barely anything. They literally just said, all right, guys, let's take the PS5 and let's make this. It's just, yeah, it looks different, but that's not what I care about. What I care about is what it can do other than make games look prettier. Okay, that's cool. That's a cool part. But nowadays, I feel like corporations are just giving us half of what they used to give us, or barely the bare minimum, depending on the corporation. They'll just shit in your mouth and say, tastes good? Alright, good. And you can sit there with your shit-eating grin with shit in between your teeth. This is a different type of shit-eating. This is like they added corn and some shit that they just wanted to stuff in their gullet because they knew they were going to feed it to us. And they said, you know what, let's make this shit a pretty shit. So now we have so now the people that get this will not only have a PS5 Pro, but they will literally have a shit-eating grin with corn in their teeth and spinach and earwax. You're literally just going to have a much nastier, shittier grin than before. At least when the PS5 first came out, it was more groundbreaking, but even then, people were already saying this isn't much, but in the context, in the parallel of an Xbox. In this case, in parallel to what? I have a laptop, literally I own a gaming laptop and I just bought new RAM and shit for it, which really wasn't that expensive if you have a job and you save up for it. And I didn't even have a job at the time. I just scrounged up what I could. And you know what's fucking hilarious? It runs better than this shit! Sony, you need to stop and take your shit more seriously. I know we're under inflation, but now corporations are just going dummy mode. They're just like a person in the middle of a crisis and they're panicking and their brain isn't rationally thinking and being logical. They're being just dummy mode. Like some corporations are just straight up going greed/dummy mode. They're just like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna try very hard anymore. It's just like corporate greed is at an all-time high at the worst time in American history. We're under an inflation, folks, and y'all are still being greedy. At least be greedy and smart. I mean, you know, not for yourself, not a selfish smart, but more, you know, our wallets aren't fucked and you're not the only one with money in your pocket. I'm not your sheep. Fuck you, Sony. But Sony, when you do finally decide to release the Sly trilogy and remake it or remaster it, just let me know. And whenever you bring Jack and Dexter back, that'll be great. And whenever you make some new indie games and, you know, get your shit together, I'll be waiting for you. Love you.